Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stock Chats. Remember, this is not investment advice. If you need investment advice, speak to your reputable licensed financial advisor. And before we start, please remember to like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell. It helps me to build this channel and make it greater and reach other persons. So, earning season, financial report season, third quarter is still going on. And as I mentioned, some companies are in their first quarter, some are in their second quarter. And we're looking at Lasco, which is doing their 6 months. So 6 months would mean their second quarter because each quarter is 3 months. And in an earlier video, I told you about defensive stocks during the pandemic. People have to eat. So Lasco is a manufacturing company. Well, Lasco has three subsidiaries, but the one we're looking at today is Lasco Manufacturing. This is a manufacturing company, and if you have drank iCool, the iCool drinks, that's Lasco. If you have drunk Lasco soy or Lasco milk powder, that's the product that they really started with and expanded. Lasco jack mackerel, Lasco tinned vegetables, all of those are manufactured by Lasco. And so Lasco is probably the second most popular manufacturer in Jamaica in regards to food. Grace Kennedy would be first. So Lasco second quarter, as we can see with this defensive stock, was pretty good. They had revenue of 2.2 billion compared to 2 billion in the corresponding year and quarter. And cost of sales was pretty much the same at 1.3 billion. So gross profit was at 880 million compared to 754 million. And the gross margins in regards to revenue is 39% compared to 37%. Other operating income was at a loss, and that was at 50 million compared to 3 million. Operating expenses was reduced a little bit, 356,000 compared to 391,000. And the profit from operations is now at 507 million compared to 359 million. Profit before taxation at 492 million compared to 337 million. And taxation, because Lasco is a junior market company, they have some reduction. They are within the 10-year tax break, so they are now having to pay a part of the tax, and it gets increased. So it went from 57 million to 96 million. I think next year they are completely off. Comprehensive income for the period at 395 million compared to 280 million. And earnings per share at 10 cents compared to 7 cents. So Lasco has been doing well. In recent times, in 2019, they have completed a warehouse, a storage facility where they will continue to expand their manufacturing of, they have gotten into sodas also and their milk powder based products. So they are being able to increase their productivity, and we can see this in the revenue of Lasco. Another interesting thing about Lasco is that Lasco's balance sheet, when we look at current assets, we look at assets compared to liabilities, it is pretty good. In regards to assets looking at around 4.9 billion in compared to liabilities at 1.6. So, they are very good in regards to balancing their balance sheet. And if you look at their cash flow, remember that this is in the pandemic, cash flow is important, cash is king for businesses to be solvent and be able to take part in improving their business or looking at opportunities to expand, whether by internally or externally through mergers and acquisitions. And Lasco's cash flow is pretty strong. It increased significantly from 401 million to 1.4 billion dollars. So in this time, Lasco is a really strong company. I believe Lasco is going for around $3.50 and has a PE of around, I think, 13 or 14. So it's a pretty decent company. And they see that they're doing this well in the pandemic, and Pfizer has Pfizer, the pharmaceutical company internationally, has said that their vaccine for the COVID-19 is very successful, has a 90% success rate. We could see, this being optimism for countries including Jamaica, that perhaps by Q3 next year, around this time or earlier, we could see some relief, widespread relief of the COVID-19 pandemic as more persons become vaccinated, and we can see some sort of normality to tourism and those external industries that a number of our companies depend on to sell their products, and also to free up the transportation for products between countries. So this is Lasco. As I said, this is earning season. We should be having more videos because the reports are coming in quick and fast. But remember, in times of crisis, it's best to go to defensive stocks. Defensive stocks are those that, no matter what the economy is doing, they usually turn out well, because of course, like food and utilities, we still have to use them to have a comfortable life. And with food, we still have to eat it because we need to survive. So thanks again. Comment if you like Lasco. Did you invest in Lasco, or do you plan to invest in Lasco? What are some of the other companies that you're interested in? Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Of course, there are trucks passing by, and that's always good because we know that business in the island is still continuing, and that means that there's more revenue for the government, which can assist the country in improving. Thanks.